Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, which I called Life and Love. You might call it also Love and Life, for it points to the same energy. My name is Stelian, and I'm just an ordinary person which has lived life, and during this process of life, I have asked myself, what is life? What is the purpose of life? What is also love? And why we still, humanity itself, cannot come to understanding life and love. Now, you might also ask the question, what have I got to teach you? Firstly, there's nothing to teach. The greatest teacher of all, it's life. But in saying that, in life, we are also a part of life, and we are not apart from it. So, one might learn from an ant, one can learn from a bee, it can learn from a child, you can learn and be open to everyone, and then you will learn from everyone. And in the same token, you will also teach others by your own life, by your own actions, by your own flow of life. We might call it flow of life because life itself, it's a cycle. It is a process. And each of our life, it's a process. My life, it's my process in life. And your life also, it's a process in life. In the life scheme of things, which is my life or your life can be described somehow, but life itself, it is a subject which one has to talk forever because it's infinite. It doesn't have a beginning or an end. You see, some people confuse life and death to be the opposites of each other, but that's not quite right. Because life doesn't have an opposite. Birth has an opposite of death. Birth and death are the two opposites of each other. But life has no opposite. Life, it's forever. It is a process of transformation. Nothing is lost, as Einstein say. In a universe, nothing is lost. Everything is in a continuous transformation, which is a process of life. So I did open this channel in order for us to go through many talks about life and love. I do feel that if one understands life, and especially love, if the energy grasp behind these two words, it's really understood and taken in as they're not apart from ourselves, but also a part of ourselves, then I think there is the end of suffering. Buddha has also stated this, that enlightenment or awakening, as people call it, it's the end of suffering. So the question is then how one might come to understanding of life and love and end up suffering. To end all suffering, it's to come to a state of mind. It's to come to understand that good or bad, right or wrong, positive and negative, up and down, inside and outside, they are just opposite forces of each other as one first look at them. But if one looks a little bit closer, we'll find out that these opposite forces, they actually don't contradict each other. They actually make a way of dance. They're dancing with each other. And it's actually, in fact, the same energy. It's like the two faces of the same coin. One day you might meet a good side of life, and one day you might sit and find a bad side of life. So if one comes to the understanding that they are not separate, then one can transgress the world of duality, the world of dualistic view of life. And in doing so, one stops all judgments. And then once that is done, one sees reality for what it is, not from the dualistic view of life, wherever you have a choice between the good and bad, and some people might choose good effect of life, the other people might choose different. So in any choosing, in any choice, there is a direction and there's no freedom, because you are restricted to that choice. So life, as we stated, it's all a process. And life incorporates everything. All the animals, nature, people, everything. Nothing is excluded from life. Then in life, in the process of life, one can come to understand love. And this is the most difficult thing to do. To reach the love which have been pointed to by Christ, Buddha, all spiritual masters and poets and many people, it's not an easy task. And why is not? Because there's one entity which is trying to deflect us in any way, shape, or form from reaching that unconditional love. So you see, in the Upanishads, it's a beautiful stanza where it's described that two birds are living on the same tree, on the same branch. One is sitting nicely and watching the cycle of life in beautiful peace and joy. And one is the one very busy with life and gathering and eating and very busy in the actions of life. Now in this stanza, in this description, the two birds are the ego and the self. The ego and the self are the two entities which lives in us. The ego, it's only a sort of illusion. I wouldn't call it illusion, but it doesn't have a reality, a permanent reality, where the self is always there and it's indestructible. It cannot be changed. Once one gets in touch with that part of being which we are, then it uses the ego only as a tool to function in life. But in most cases in the world, 99.9%, the ego has taken the status of the self, where the ego becomes the master and the self becomes the prisoner. This is so hard for many people, for many of us to, so to speak, but find our own being. Maybe you can say become enlightenment or awaken, which I explained that becoming is also a trap. You never become, you're already it. And that's why I opened this channel for us to go to discuss about life, to discuss about love, and in understanding these two words, which have tremendous energy behind them, then one would be free to live life and enjoy life to the full. Until then, joy might be there, happiness might be there, satisfaction might be there, but there'll never be real joy. Because real joy, it is not something you cultivate. It's something which is already in you, which you are. Like a baby. A baby doesn't need anything to be happy or to smile. It doesn't need reasons. That's his nature. His nature is to be joyful. Unless he's sick or he's hungry, or that's a different story then. So I have not opened this channel in order to make money or to get subscribers or to anything. If anything comes, I'll accept it. If anything is taken from me, I let it go. I learn to live life as life directs me to do it. As love flows through you, it directs you in life. And in life, there's no one direction. You need to be open to all possibilities. For God or truth or intelligence, it's open of the mind and heart to all possibilities. Then one is free from a direction. One is free from any condition which has been imposed on us by millennium of mind being conditioned to certain directions. We will talk about all these things in the videos to come. I plan to do as many as I can. Of course, I still live a normal life. In that aspect, I'm not different than you. In my inner nature, I'm not different than you. But in the understanding of this inner nature, that's maybe where the difference lies. Because if you understand your inner life with all your emotions, with all your fears, with all your desires, if you really, really grasp life from the inner life perspective, then the inner and outer life become one. They're not two lives. My inner life is my inner life, and I have to protect it, that nobody has to know about it. And the outer life, it's a life of actions, life of getting, life of chasing satisfaction and temporary happiness, as I call it. Satisfaction goes in correlance with happiness. I don't call happiness joy, because happiness, in order for us to be happy, we need a reason. But in order to be joyful, you don't need any reason. So that's the difference between being happy or being joyful. I wish everyone would be joyful. I wish everyone will dance. I wish everyone will feel the unity of life in every aspect, in form and in not form. Because Buddha has stated one beautiful statement: form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. And that is life, if one understands these two words. So, in the discussion we might have, and you are free to ask any questions, leave any comment to the channel, and I'm happy to answer if I can. In this channel, we'll touch all topics like suffering, love, what is God, what is the purpose of life, and so on. Why do we feel so lonely? Why do we get so easily bored with life, with everything? Why do we always run away from ourselves in a pursuit of pleasure? All this discussion will not give you anything, because I have nothing to give. I only have things to point out in yourself, which I have found in myself. So they are not different in you and me. We are all the same in our inner life, as I stated before. And if one person really will be helped into finding that joy which is our true nature, then I have really done my part into fulfilling life purpose, which for me is, and for many of us, either we know it directly or not, it is to find that unconditional love and live life in harmony with all beings and all things. So, I hope I haven't bored you. We will discuss about many things and topics, and as I stated, I wish you a good day and see you soon. Thank you very much for listening to me.